am the Dean you need. I am the Dean you love. Please come back to me. I am the Dean you know. I am the Dean you need. I am the Dean you love. Please come back to me.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Joshua Salam in Birmingham, England, with Dean TV, but I'm not alone. I'm here with the one and only, the man that you know, Allah made him funny, Mr. Preacher Moss.
I am not afraid to interview alone. I am not afraid to interview alone.
When he's got the camera on. There you go. Alhamdulillah. So preach, man. We've seen you. We've seen you. I don't know, in England. We've seen you in Australia. We've seen you in Canada. We've seen you around the world. How long have you been doing what you're doing, and what makes you different from the rest?
I've been doing stand-up basically since I was 17. I think what makes me different from a lot of guys is I learned the trade from jazz musicians, not comedy. I was too young.
Okay, now, me and I think a lot of people out there won't understand what you mean by you learned the trade of comedy through jazz musicians. Explain it, break it down.
I learned how to write stand-up watching musicians write jazz. So there's certain rules, certain tones, flow, texture. I learned vocalese music by the time I was 19, which was like Moody's Move for Love. There I go, there I go, there I go. So it's the idea that words had to have a certain value. That's why I don't curse on stage, because the words have to have a certain value. And you want it to be a situation where rhythmically your crowd is going, and that's the way you work. You work off the rhythms. Sometimes when we do stuff, Native Dean, Tark and I will mess around, and people go, "Oh, did y'all rehearse that?" I'm like, "Nah, we know what we do."
That's indeed, man. I had fun with it, though. Some people still ignorant about the religion of Islam. Some are, but I have fun with them trying to educate them. Like I was going through the airport, they searched my luggage. I had my Quran there. Guy opened it up. We were down in Alabama. He's like, "What the hell?" I just cut him off. I said, "Dude, that's a Quran." He opened it up. He said, "What's that written in?" I was written in Arabic. I looked at him and I said, "Braille." I don't feel no bumps. Hey, run the wand over it. Run the wand over it.
You would think you're just funny, but there's a lot that's going into it. You're thinking about the rhythm of your words. You're thinking about the audience. You're doing all that. And the person in the audience is thinking, "Oh, he wrote a couple of jokes." And you're saying it's much, much, much more than that.
But you want people to have a good experience. It's like when you listen to good jazz music. You listen to Freddie Freeloader by like Miles Davis. There's a tone to it. Every instrument has a voice. And it makes the song, it makes the song like when Cannonball Adderley comes in, that makes the song. Miles comes in, that makes the same song. Train comes in. And so you learn, there's different aspects of how you play music. Same thing about writing. That's the whole thing. No offense about a lot of comedians, but they just don't write.
Speaking of writing, see, I'm bringing all this out. I hope this is okay, but you used to write for like Damon Wayans.
Yes.
You used to write for George Lopez.
Yes.
How does that background in writing for mainstream artists really come in, and you're bringing that talent to the Muslim community?
You know what, man? It's just quality. You want to make sure you bring people quality. And you want them to be in a situation where they recognize quality. That's why you don't have a whole lot of native deans running around. Everybody can put a drum up. And, we got a drum, we got a guitar. Yeah, but do you have... what is it? There's no Arabic word for it. Do you have it?
Can you make it like Native Dean?
Yeah. You know what the thing is? You guys came on the scene. You had a certain flow, and you kind of you expanded your sound. And a lot of people don't do that. Like you musicians, you guys crack jokes on stage. I mean, it ain't funny, Josh, but you try.
I'm a little funny.
You do it to a rhythm of silence.
I got this one joke. There was a comedian and a jazz musician that walked into the club.
Could you please turn down your bush? Turn down your bush, please.
Anyway, now what y'all don't know about Preach is not only is he funny and he's talented, and as you just heard, but he's also a businessman. He's got several projects that he's working on, and I want to know if, without even going into don't give us anything that you shouldn't be giving us ahead of time, but tell us about a couple of projects that you're working on.
just started a digital media company called Permissible Laughter, which will be producing Here Come the Homits, and we'll also be producing the Shout Out Show with Preacher Moss, which is a digital media show. And I will be starting on my consulting business back with the NFL 2015.
What? Consulting business with the NFL? Which way? You need to juke them to the left.
No, I have a business. I have clients in the NFL and NBA. I have a niche business, transition specialist for professional athletes. I've been doing that for a couple years. It comes out of my teaching background. I taught severely emotionally disturbed children like Josh. And
Transition from what? From the professionally to regular person? Like how to live when you broke after being rich?
Nah, you know what? It could be for entertainers too, man. You know, you have guys who live in such extreme environments that you know, when the game is over, you know, they can't adjust back. They have issues, major issues, divorce, bankruptcy, stuff like that.
So you heard it here on Dean TV. This is Beyond the beat of comedy. We're here with Preacher Moss, who's worked with some amazing artists. Thank you very much. I have my own fro.
Yes, he grows his own Brillo pad.
Oh, hold on. I got something for you. Y'all know nothing about this. This is for the studio audience.
Ice Cube.
This is Joshua Slam and Preacher Moss
Down with the PE.
putting you out.
Burn Hollywood, burn.
Dean TV, always on. You're supposed to say always live. Dean TV,
Try it again.
always on.
Look.
Dean TV, always on.
I am the dean you need. I am the dean you love. Please come back to me. I am the dean you know. I am the dean you need. I am the dean you love. Please come back to me.